Hi everyone, I'm Tracy, your host for Chandler's Channel, and today's session is our weekly reading for the last week of August, moving into September, August 26th to September 1st. So if that's what you're here for, please stay tuned. I'll go get my Spirit Guide Whitehawk and we'll see what he has to say for the upcoming week. But as always, I like to touch back on the previous week and see how it went and see how it compares to the reading. And also, I have a couple of things I want to touch on from on manifestation from a couple of weeks ago, and then mention some other key things for some upcoming videos. So I got quite a few things to say. So let's just start in about last week. So last week, Whitehawk had said that it would again be a challenging week, and there's been a few challenging weeks in the last few weeks, and he had also said this past week would be about beating the heat, because there would be heat in regards to weather, but there would also be heat in regards to anger, because the heat can tend to bring up the anger within us. So I do hope you're able to dissipate that emotion of anger by getting out in nature, cooling off in nature via trees, sitting in the shade. Water's a wonderful thing. If you don't want to go into it and swim in it, then at least walk by it, be by it, wade in the water, dangle your feet in it. So I did hope you were able to do that, because it was very hot here, and even today it's quite humid as I dab, right? And in regards to other places in Ontario, and even one place in the States, in my own community, in my own city of Ottawa, there was this devastating letter that people received in the East End about their dogs being poisoned. I guess someone doesn't like dogs and doesn't like, I guess, the dirt that sometimes can be left behind. And he took it out on the dogs in the community, probably not even knowing which ones, left their waste behind. And a lot of times that's not done on purpose. And they were stating in this letter, they were going to poison dogs. And I don't want to say how, because I don't think you guys are bad, actually. But by leaving poison on the ground for the dog to pick up and eat in a piece of food. So that's a little bit of heat, right? Talk about anger. And then another disturbing story in another part of Ontario of and I'm quoting her, a very pissed off mother who she told a neighbor, they have an autistic child, she pretty well summed it up as that this woman and her child should leave the neighborhood because of the noise this child makes, do everyone a favor in the neighborhood and leave, or to euthanize this child. That is despicable. That is so disturbing. I don't think anybody has any words. So that was in the news. So a lot of heat came up from people. But imagine to write those things and to do those things. And the worst thing is, they don't even know that they are the ones that have the problem to have put forth a letter like that. It's one thing to write it down and get the anger out. That's a great thing to do, but to send it forth and then to say to euthanize a child or to say you're going to kill dogs, they've gone way too far, and they don't even know they are the ones with the problem. Does it not say in the Bible, and I don't know all Bible quotes and that, but I remember this one, forgive them, Father, for they do not know. Like, they do not know the wrong they're doing, what they're creating. So there was all that heat that happened last week, and in the States, and I can't remember in what part. I quickly looked on my Twitter account because I commented on it, but there was a young man who went into school in the States, slipped by their locked door, and he was gonna go in and do some killing, and fortunately a woman in the school was able to contain him, and nothing bad came of it in regards to killing. Of course, there'll be a lot of mental and emotional issues they'll have to deal with after that. But gosh, there was just so much heat. So I'm really happy that week is over. And although the heat is here now, I am interested in what Whitehawk will say regarding the upcoming week. But I wanted to touch back on a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about manifestation in our weekly reading. And I had a really great comment from someone, and I want to thank you for that. And I'm not sure if you're comfortable if I say your name or not, so I won't. But she was so excited about how she's been speaking with guardian angels or archangels, and how she journals it, and how she writes it and creates stuff through it, and how it has turned her life around. And so I want to say thank you for that comment. It's very touching and means a lot when I read and hear those things. And I loved your enthusiasm. I need more of that, guys. I really do. You help me, I help you. You know, that whole thing, like, so let's do it together. So I wanted to share with you something that I had done, and it's another tool you can use in manifestation other than journaling and drawing. And this is art, but it is very primary art. I'm not an artist by any means, but it's collaging, right? So there might be a new name for it now, who knows? So I made these years ago, and I'm showing them to you, right? Just taking a piece of paper, right? And going into the Sears catalog or Chatelaine or whatever, and you're just gonna, use your glue stick, right? And you're just gonna post things that mean things to you. I wrote some words on there. I don't know if you can see all that. Don't block me, right? That's one. And then there's another one I did, probably even more primary, right? I never got out of kindergarten, right? Just have fun with this. And this one's really kind of a Reiki one because the chakras in the hands. And then where did I write? Oh, there's a Reiki symbol, right? And I love Disney, so I got all Disney on there, And these were things I wanted to manifest. What did I say? Who says you can't go home? I wrote on there, right? And musical symbols and stuff like that. Pocahontas, Raphael, Glenda the Good Witch of the North. And when I say who says you can't go home, I mean, like, who says you can't go back to why you're here? What is the realness of why you arrived here on earth, right? When we talk about our purpose in life, to live your life on purpose and with purpose, and how that creates just a natural glow and effervescence in your life, and how life will happen and you'll be happy just naturally. So I wanted to share that with you. And there's the Knights of the Templar's Cross we spoke of in the monthly reading. So it came out of me, and these I've done years ago, years and years ago. Do you want to hear the funny part though? And I'm going to look back at them and see what's manifested in my life. You know where I posted them? I posted them in my closet. So talk about a real metaphorical riddle, right? Of, oh, so you did these things that you want to manifest, but you left them in your closet. So you haven't quite come out of the closet yet regarding these things, right? Reiki and channeling and being who you really are. And who I really am is this, right? It's Tracy the channeler, the intuitive. And so, I'm going to actually pin them in my room now somewhere, so they're actually out of the closet. And I'm obviously out of the closet, the fact that I'm doing YouTube videos and tweeting, and I'm also on Facebook, Tracy Roy, Tracy ROY. And, please like me there, and I do give insightful tips on intuition and fun little quotes and stuff like that. So please join me there. So that's an easy way of trying to manifest them. I don't recommend putting it in your closet. Although, I just wasn't quite ready. And if you think about it, I was just on my journey regarding becoming a channeler and intuitive, bringing forth probably those dormant energies that have been in me for years and years and years. And so by making this collage and saying, well, this is who I want to be. I want to be me. I just don't quite know who me is yet. And by making these collages, I was able to find my way to me. And I say back to me because I probably got off track somewhere. So these helped me bring me back to me, even though I didn't know who me was yet. Get it? Got it? Yeah, it's probably muddy, right? But You'll get it one day, you'll understand it. So that's what I wanted to say regarding that. And for next week's weekly reading, if it lands on Tuesday, I apologize, but we do have a long weekend here in, I want to say Canada, but maybe it's just more Ontario with Labor Day. I don't want to be incorrect, so that's why I'm just going to say here where we are. So if it comes on Tuesday, I apologize. It's just busy weekend going back to school and everything here. And then the monthly reading I'm going to drop next Thursday, so that'll be about September 4th, September 5th. And I'll do a different reading for this Thursday on a topic of a week, which also I'm going to change to Whitehawk's wisdom, because I don't feel that topic of the week seems to be finding people or kicking in with people. So, and it really is Whitehawk's wisdom. So I'm going to rename that to Whitehawk's wisdom. So please join me for that. But the reason why you are here, and we are 10 minutes in, is the weekly reading. So let's go get Whitehawk and see what he has to say regarding the weekly reading. Indeed, he says, what can one say that has not already been said, he says, about the week ahead? So I will simply jump in and tell you this. The week ahead, there is no doubt, will be filled with tears and sadness and bittersweetness. Simply because there is no doubt there is a lot going on. But it's not so much about what's going on as to what is about to happen, my friends. What is about to happen will shake the core of the earth so badly and so profoundly that indeed we cannot help but be affected by this. And so, my children, I can feel the fear coming up in you. I can feel that you've stopped breathing in your chest. I feel that. And it is difficult, yes, because you cannot articulate what I've just said. You cannot guess what it is that I am speaking about. But fear not, children, for we have no choice but to walk this path that is coming our way. And it has been coming our way for years and years and years. So please be open to it, children. Do not fear it. It will not hurt you. It will not masquerade you. If anything, it will unmask you. And so when I look, I see in the visual that Whitehawk and I are on horseback as he is speaking to us, and we're in a very familiar spot on a well-worn footpath, dirt path, and it's like plains, right? We're on grass and dirt, and they're soft rolling hills. They're not big mountains or anything. They're soft rolling hills that we're journeying through. And when I look, all of you are on horseback, riding behind us. Some are on horseback and others are actually helping by pulling the horse, and those who have come on horseback. And so Whitehawk and I are ahead, leading the way, and all of you have come behind us, carefully, quietly, following us, listening to us. He says, indeed, they are our followers, but they are not followers. They are leaders. But they have come to hear what you and I have to say for the upcoming week and always. And so I feel this pain right here, which has come up before on me. And actually came up when the big tsunami happened. Was it in Thailand? Just was that the one after Christmas, like December 26th? And there was an earthquake tsunami that happened, and so I feel that pain. He says, yes, indeed. He says, this is a good point. For allow me to share with those. You will feel the upcoming occurrence, he says, in your body. Not only will you feel it in your body, you will feel it in your stomach. You will feel it in your nose. You will feel it as pain. It will come to you as pain, and it will come as uncomfortableness, he says, somewhere. But do not fear it. Do not discount it. Do not wish it away. He says, simply go into and ask it why it dismays. What is its message to you? Why has it come to you? He says, we are teaching you that to listen to your body's wisdom. And your body's wisdom is rich in knowledge and information. He says you need to listen to it. So the week ahead is going to be life-changing for many, but none so much as, he says, as us. But do not be scared, children, for it is a wondrous time, it is a wonderful time that we are living in. And we are not delivering unto you anything that you cannot handle, or did already not know was coming. So be blessed on your newfound knowledge this week, my children, as we journey on our path continuously down a road that we have not journeyed down before together. God bless, children. Blesses himself and says, do not be afraid. Persevere through it. Persevere through it, he says. God bless. And we just keep continuing moving forward together. Thank you, Whitehawk. Well, that is our reading for this upcoming week. Let's journey together through our week and touch back here next week to see what has occurred. And remember, I say channeling is not a specific science. So although he says something is coming, it could be a few days into the next week. So let's just keep some tabs on that. Be aware. Don't be afraid. Just keep moving forward because, you know, he could be wrong. He could be right. But let's just keep moving forward on our path together. So my next video will be Whitehawk's Wisdom, and it's to be on highly sensitive people. I have not posted that last week. I do apologize. I did have some challenges last week with the children being home and other things. So look for that on Thursday. As always, I want to thank you for being here. I really do appreciate your company, and I do love your comments. And God bless this week as we journey forward on a well-worn path that we've never walked together. God bless. I'm Tracy for a Chandler's Channel.